On the open plains of Gaugamela, Alexander the Great prepared for the most dangerous battle of his life. Before him stood the Persian Empire, the largest and richest power the world had ever known, led by Darius III, the self-proclaimed King of Kings. His army stretched beyond the horizon, filled with seasoned soldiers, cavalry from every corner of the empire, war elephants, and scythed chariots designed to tear enemy lines apart. By numbers alone, Alexander should have been crushed. Yet Alexander had learned long ago that numbers do not decide destiny. Discipline, timing, and courage do. As the Persian army advanced, the ground shook beneath their march. Dust rose into the sky, and the sound of war drums echoed across the field. Many Macedonian soldiers felt fear, but Alexander rode calmly among them, reminding them that they were not fighting for land or treasure, but for honor and a place in history. When the Persian chariots charged, they came like a storm meant to break the Macedonian line in a single blow. Instead, Alexander's soldiers executed their training perfectly. They opened narrow corridors, striking the horses and drivers as the chariots passed, turning Persia's most terrifying weapon into chaos and wreckage. What was meant to inspire fear now spread confusion among the Persian ranks. Watching closely, Alexander waited for the moment that would decide everything. As the Persian lines stretched and shifted, a gap formed near the center where Darius stood. Without hesitation, Alexander led his companion cavalry in a sudden, relentless charge. Spears lowered, horses racing at full speed. They cut through the Persian guards with brutal efficiency. It was not a reckless attack, but a calculated strike aimed at the heart of the empire itself. For a brief moment, Alexander and Darius faced one another across the battlefield. In that instant, the fate of Asia hung in silence. Then Darius broke. Fearing capture or death, the King of Kings turned his chariot and fled. His retreat shattered the spirit of his army. Soldiers who moments earlier had stood confident now panicked, dropping their weapons and running in all directions. The battle was decided, but the cost was heavy. The field of Gaugamela was covered with the fallen, a grim reminder of the price of ambition and conquest. Alexander could have pursued Darius immediately, but instead he secured the battlefield, ensuring his army remained united and victorious. He had not only defeated a rival king, he had destroyed the power of Persia forever. That day, Alexander proved that leadership is not measured by the size of an army, but by the strength of vision behind it. Gaugamela marked the fall of an ancient empire and the rise of a legend. From that moment on, Alexander was no longer just a king of Macedon. He was the master of the known world, and his name would echo through history for thousands of years.